Welcome back to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sara Golseth.
I don't know about you, but when at home most of the day, I have been making some time to get outside and enjoy the nice weather. But when I'm at home most of the day, and I see this is happening with others, that when you're at home, there's just this tendency, because it's what we do at home, to snack a lot. Do you find that as well?
I don't, but that's only because of my weird food restrictions. I have a sad story about snacks, so this is all about you.
I have food issues as well.
I snack on coffee. Does that count?
Snack on coffee. Well, it does. Well, that probably is explained. And I would think that most of the time my snacking is really just because I'm thirsty and I need to drink more water. I don't know.
Yeah,
but we'll talk to the expert about that. Sara Correnti, she's a registered dietitian and manager for health and welfare member wellness products for Concordia Plan Services. Sara Correnti, thanks for coming on the Coffee Hour this morning.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's been a while. It's so good to be back.
It is so good to have you back on the Coffee Hour. How is the Correnti family? Everybody doing well?
We're good. We're real good. I wasn't back into the office for very long from maternity leave before we were all shipped back home. So it's been really special to have a lot of extra quality time, especially with my new baby, but then also for the toddler as he's still kind of transitioning into the big brother role. But we're all good. We're all healthy and doing great.
So you've got your hands full. You're working from home. You got two kiddos at home. It's perfectly fine. Everything's fine, right?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. Right. I don't emotionally eat at all. Yeah. No, I definitely have. Yeah.
Okay. So when the dietitian confesses to emotional eating, you know it's a crisis.
That's not what this is? No.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It affects us too. We are not immune to the emotions and all of that, and sometimes how it translates into our food habits. So definitely guilty of that one.
Food habits. I like that phrase. That's useful. Food habits. That's what we'll call it. So, So what are the food habits right now in the Correnti household? Have you been cooking? What are the what's on the menu at the Correnti household during what I've been calling Corona tide, during the stay-at-home order?
We've been rotating through a lot of our favorites, but we've been adding in more grilling because it's been a lot nicer lately than, a few months ago. So a lot of grilling, vegetables. A lot of our favorite go-tos are like turkey burgers. My husband mixed it up a couple weeks ago and did turkey burger sliders. That's kind of a mouthful. So he made smaller versions. Yeah, literally. Yes. That or adding in like grilled vegetables. We go to like the zucchini yellow squash route a lot, whether it's grilling it or if we're kind of roasting it in the oven. And then just kind of enjoying all of the produce that's really coming out this time of year. So a lot of the berries and things like that. That's kind of what we're getting by on. We also enjoy, cookies and things like that. So we try to keep it balanced and definitely get out and be active in order to balance out all of the maybe not so healthy things that we're eating. Some of it too is just a platform, like I've said before, how food is such a platform for relationships, and it's really something that we share within my marriage. So my husband and I like to cook together, but we're starting to teach that to our toddler as well. So he's very helpful in some of the simpler things like baking, maybe not so much chopping yet, but baking. So we've made some things like we made cinnamon rolls from scratch one weekend and cookies a few times that we then share with people that we can from a socially distant, appropriate kind of way. So yeah, that's kind of what's been on the menu here.
Sounds so good. I just ate breakfast, but I want to go make more food now. There's grilling has definitely been a theme. I've heard a lot of people talking about grilling. When we're riding our bikes around, you can smell that literally everybody is pulling their grill out because all of our neighborhoods are right around here smell like grill, which is great. Is there anything new that you've tried since being home? Any experimentation going on?
Not like totally new. Just the whole, I think we've been on like a slider kick. So, in trying to balance, like we're doing like our grilling and our vegetables and our salads and things, but then, in some of the celebratory meals. So, for Easter, we had ham and cheese sliders. I'm not a ham fan. But we took a spin on the slider idea, and I baked those that day. So that was kind of more of an experiment. It was definitely kind of outside of our norm. As far as grilling experimenting, I don't think we've gotten too crazy with that yet. No, but I hear that as a challenge. Challenge accepted.
We want to hear what crazy things you decide to put together next time.
Yeah, I'm going to rummage through our freezer and see what I can do now.
What's been the most fun thing to do? Maybe cooking with kids or grilling or the sliders. What's been the most fun thing for you over the last few weeks with food and with eating things that are more fun?
Definitely anything that's incorporating kids and my son. And some of the things like it maybe isn't even like cooking, but just the preparation. So showing him how we wash our produce, or he has a little play kitchen. And so if he sees me chopping with like a real knife, he's gone and got his little pretend knife, and he's got these fruits and vegetables that like Velcro together that he can like chop apart. So just seeing like him kind of learn that practice and know that I'm instilling these skills in him. And it's all centered around food. So knowing too that we're also translating what healthy eating looks like. We're ensuring that we're showing him how to cut fruits and vegetables, not letting him do it, but showing him, as well as eating them and trying them and tasting them. We're always offering what we cook. I'm a big supporter of having kids offer the same thing that you're eating and offering it multiple times in order for them to really take to that food. Just because they turn their nose up once, we kind of want to keep offering that and eventually honor the preference. But just to know that that first time aversion isn't necessarily going to be permanent. So just, yeah, I think what we've enjoyed the most is just all of the kid parts of it. Seeing the new flavors they taste, seeing them be a part of it, developing their skills and their coordination and all that. It's just a really fun season. It's really the blessing in this shelter at home time for me that I get so much more quality time with them.
We only have less than 2 minutes left, but is there anything that you've learned during this stay-at-home time that's been helpful?
Besides that, I am more of an emotional eater than I used to think I was. Yes, I've helpful. Learned that. I've learned preparation is everything. So we would prep our lunches for the week on Sundays when we were going into the office all the time. And then we kind of got away from that at first because I thought, I'll just pop up to the refrigerator. But it's still so helpful to have that normalcy and that routine. But then also knowing that you're not going to make like a game time decision that could be influenced by the amount of time or something that you have. So having either quick things on hand. So I do a lot of salad kits with quick protein like leftover chicken or eggs or something, or just having like lunches or meals already prepared and thinking ahead, like I always know I have a snack at 10 because of when I eat breakfast, I start to get hungry around 10. So I have that kind of planned in my head, like, oh, I'm going to go upstairs and grab that apple the next time I'm hungry, versus letting my stomach kind of guide me, because it's usually going to be like, you should probably have that leftover donut, even though you already had 4 this week. So planning ahead, kind of keeping a pulse on what you just ate and looking ahead in little steps, I think would be really helpful. That's what's been helpful for me.
4 in a week. I was thinking 4 in a day, but hey.
Okay, that's what's really the truth. Which is also 4 in a week. But yes, it also happens to all be the same day.
One day.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sara. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, and glad you're doing well. And thanks for sharing your insights and learning with us as well.
You too. You all take care. Be well.
Thank you. You too. Sara Correnti, registered dietitian and manager for health and welfare member wellness products for Concordia Plan Services. Thanks for listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
The Coffee Hour with Andy and Sara is a production of KFUO. To support the Coffee Hour and KFUO Radio, visit KFUO.org. You can also text KFUO to 41444 or send an email to gifts@KFUO.org. And you can call us at 800-844-0524. KFUO. Christ for you, anytime, anywhere.